The new creation man, partakers of God's nature. As sons of God, we have the seed of our Father in us. This means that we have our Father's divine nature. What is his nature like? Jesus Christ is the personification of the nature of God. Everything in Jesus is in God. We have the Spirit of God in us, which means we now are of our Father. The Father's nature is listed in the fruit of the Spirit. It is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. It is even more than that. It is humility, lamb, giver, server, etc. Everything we see in Jesus is also in us. Ultimately, what the Father is working out in our lives is for us to be conformed in Christ so that we will grow up into the fullness of His nature until His nature, Christ, can be seen in us. One of the greatest compliments given to any parents is when you tell them that their child looks just like their father or mother. Jesus spoke the ultimate delight and purpose of the Father when he said, "He who has seen me has seen the Father." The Father's work then is to conform us to the seed that he birthed into us so that we become manifestation of his nature and glory, so that we may say as Jesus, "When you see me, you see my Father." Ears of God. The Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, heirs also, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ. An heir is one who receives his allotted possession by right of sonship, one who has acquired or obtained the portion allotted to him. An heir is an offspring of father who receives or inherits a portion of the father's possessions and wealth. In Romans, the text says that since we are a true, legitimate children of God, this entitles us as a legal heir of God. A true heir has is one of blood relations rather than just by legal documents. We have qualified to be a true child by birth and by blood because we have been born of God and are an offspring of God. Our inheritance is based on two factors, which is basically one and the same. The first factor is that we are an heir because of our birthright. Being a birth child of God entitles us to be an heir to his throne. Just as a king having a son, his son then would become an heir to the throne and would receive an inheritance, all the wealth and power of his father, the king. The second factor is that we are joint heirs with Christ. This is based on and because of our marriage union with Him. He is the husband and I am the wife. Being His wife legally entitles us believers to be joint heirs. When a woman gets married to a man, then all the possessions of the husband become the wife's and the wife's the husband. They have a joint bank account in which the wife can legally withdraw money from that account. They become joint owners of everything. There is no longer two different accounts or possessions. They together are the owner. The same became true when we are married to Christ. He is really the true and only one that deserves God's glorious inheritance. We don't deserve anything, but because of His grace and love, He chose us, saved us, and married us. Thus, by Him and because of Him, we receive all the inheritance He does. To God be the glory. God bless you.